Hi everybody, I'm Susannah from Angelic, Aspie, and this is my first and long-time official video about an introduction of myself. So about me. I live in Sydney, Australia, and I'm 27 years old. I am studying two different courses. I am studying a Certificate 4 in Marketing and Communication, and I'm also studying a Bachelor degree in Early Childhood Education and Care. Why I started YouTube and my socials is because I want to advocate for lots of different things actually. Well, obviously early childhood, also autism, neurodiversity, mental health, and a lot of these concepts like neurodiversity, mental health, they all come hand in hand, and I think it's really important to have these conversations and to also just for me to open up about my experiences with also being autistic and also being neurodivergent as well. On my socials as well, you'll find there'll be different types of content. There'll be content around tutorials on hair, makeup, but right now I'm branching more into the advocacy side. I feel like I don't really talk about advocacy enough. I'm really an advocate of like neurodiversity, autism, and sometimes I'm scared to advocate because I don't want people to think all I am is an advocate or that all I'm good at is doing advocacy work. I know advocacy in the online space especially is very big and it's very broad, but also there's a lot of like content on being an advocate or doing advocacy work, but I don't want to do advocacy work because everybody else is doing it because it's such a buzzword. That's the word I'm thinking of. I really want to advocate because I really care and because I can use my lived experiences of autism, neurodiversity, mental health, and from a work background and a career background of using my knowledge and skills of early childhood to help me advocate more for all these types of issues. Fun fact about me is I had a rabbit called Francis, or his full name was Francis Huckleberry Rosebud, although his first name was Francis, and he was such a really cute little thing, although in the end he got really, really big. And here are some pictures here and here of Fran. Unfortunately, he did die about 2 years ago, and I won't be going into the results of that or like what actually happened in this video. However, I hopefully will be in the future doing doing some content around him and about how much he means to me or how much he meant to me, and also the fact that animals are like seriously sensory, like they're really, really good. And hopefully, side note, hopefully I'll get another one. I really want a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. That'd be an absolute dream, such as there was a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel in the Disney movie of The Lady and the Tramp. Hopefully one day, I really, really hope soon, maybe this year. That'd be really, really good. About the types of studies I'm doing an on-campus degree, a degree called Early Childhood Education and Care at the Bachelor degree level. I previously studied a Certificate 3 and Diploma, as well as an undergraduate certificate and a micro credential and another one. So there's lots of mini courses I did. And a bridging course, which is an academic skills bridging course, and I did all of that. That's why I'm also in my second year, stage 2 of the degree, and I really hope at the end of my degree that I become either one or more of the following: a child life therapist or a play therapist, an academic researcher, a child protection officer or a child protection practitioner, as well as I might want to think about going into nannying. I used to be a nanny and that was really fun. However, I don't have any set goals at present, but I really, really hope and I really, really plan to use my qualifications to help me with my advocacy work as well, especially in the social media work I'm doing, especially if it relates to early childhood, because they'll just go hand in hand and they'll be really, really good as well. So I don't know about my Certificate 4. I'm doing a Certificate 4 of Marketing and Communication. It is an unaccredited certificate. However, I plan to do further study in that area, but right now I'm very happy doing my Certificate 4. As I'm doing my degree of early childhood, I'm trying to focus more on my degree than my certificate, but the good news is I'm halfway through my Certificate 4. And about my Certificate 4, just briefly, my Certificate 4 is fully online. I'm finding fully online study to be a little bit crazy and a little bit like tricky at the moment. However, I'm getting there. I'm like, I think I said halfway through. I'm 50% through, which is really, really good. And with my degree, as a side note, I'm actually halfway through my degree. Because of a lot of that was recognition of prior learning, it means I am about halfway through, which is really, really good. However, next semester, which is the semester coming up in a couple of weeks, I will be doing just one unit because I do better when I'm doing one unit. I like to hyper-focus on that one unit really, really well. And just a side note about being autistic and studying, yes, it can be really, really hard. It can be stressful. I don't really recommend doing two courses at the same time. However, I think it works out for me just fine because I do my Certificate 4 in my spare time and I also work as much as possible during the semester on my Bachelor. With that in mind, I just want to say if you want to do 2 or more qualifications, then it's totally up to you. However, as an autistic, sometimes I do get a little bit hazy, a little bit stressed about doing 2 different things at the same time, especially doing a certificate 4 and a degree. It is a bit much. People have done it, I can do it. I definitely do sometimes put too much on my plate, and that's the fun fact about me. I like to sometimes put too much on my plate and just get a little bit why am I doing this? But studying for me has always been something that I wanted to do after school, and it's something that I have been pursuing ever since. The fun fact about me in terms of a fun fact just about work or study is that I have a really big interest and a really big fixation on unicorns and butterflies especially. As you can see, I'm wearing butterflies all over my top, and this top is actually an op shop top. It's a boohoo top, but it's an op shop top, and I really love butterflies and what's the other one, and unicorns as well. As for me, these 2 animals, one of them being fictional, one of them not, they do symbolize hope, and I think hope is really, really powerful. They also symbolize magic and strength and harmony and happiness, although for me hope is one of the most important feelings that I am trying to pursue, and I'm trying to be more hopeful of, trying to be hopeful for the future. And this is what my online social media is all about, especially my YouTube. I'm trying to take my YouTube videos a lot more seriously, as well as my normal social media as well, but my YouTube, I'm trying to really step it up, and I'm trying to really be someone that people look up to, and someone that people want to maybe get tips off, or maybe they just want to learn more about. And I also think putting myself out there, it's really, really good for my confidence. I actually don't feel ashamed or stressed or self-conscious anymore. This is a good step in the right direction, because at 27 I've really started to take social media seriously. Whereas when I was a lot younger, I was going to start social media at 16 or 17 to do advocacy type content, like an anti-bullying film, like a short film, but I didn't think that was the right situation and the right timing. But I really think being in my late 20s and doing social media on a more serious basis and a really more serious avenue is something that I think is really good for me, and it's really good for my age as well. Considering that I only learned about my autism a couple of years ago because I found it in a really weird way. But that's going to be maybe another story time video altogether. This is Susannah from Angelic, Aspie. I'm starting off. I'm a little bit awkward, a little bit socially awkward around how to do this, but yeah, just be different, not less. To pursue who you are is really, really important. To embrace fully who you are is really, really good. I'm trying to do that as well. I know it's really, really hard to do that. I'm trying to obviously not take myself too seriously, because I am putting myself out there on social media. And I just want to say, yeah, I think it's really important for me and for others to just embrace being different, not less, because I think being autistic and neurodivergent, and obviously as a human being and as a female, it's really good to just fully embrace all the different facets, the beautiful facets that I am. And that being different, not less, does not mean I am a deficit. I'm not a deficit. I am not a disorder. Being autistic is not a deficit. It's not a disorder to me. Sometimes I may feel like it. However, I do not feel like I am a disorder or disordered person. And I just fully believe that being different or less can be a purely good thing, and it's something that I'm working on every day. And just one last thing about being different or less, I just want to really hope that you take away that it's really okay to be you, it's really okay to be who you are. I know for many autistics and many neurodivergents, they might find it to be hard to be truly who they are. They might be masking, they might be pretending, they might be camouflaging, they might be other things, other words for masking and camouflage, which means very similar things. However, I really hope that maybe watching my videos might want to be masking this. I'm trying to really mask this as well. Considering I do put myself out there on camera, I'm trying to definitely speak a lot louder, but also a lot slower, because I'm a very naturally a soft speaker, and also someone who does speak very, very fast. However, yeah, this is Susannah from Angelic, Aspie. Be different, not less, and I'll see you next week. Bye.